Have you ever felt your heart flutter when it shouldn't? Perhaps while doing something as simple as climbing the stairs or taking out the trash, your chest tightens, your breath shortens, and you need to pause, hand on your heart, to catch your breath? You brush it off. I'm just getting older, you say. But deep down, you wonder, is my heart trying to tell me something? If that quiet whisper inside you has ever sparked worry, please stay with me today, because this could change everything. As a doctor who's spent decades working with older adults, people just like you, one of the most heartbreaking things I witness is how many seniors live every day not knowing that their hearts are silently aging faster than the rest of their bodies. They're unaware that the fatigue, the dizzy spells, the skipped beats, and even those nightly leg cramps might be signs that their heart is crying out for help. The good news? Help might be simpler and closer than you think. It might even come in the form of a small, overlooked vitamin. In this gentle and empowering conversation, I want to walk you through 8 evidence-backed vitamins and nutrients that could potentially add not just years, but better years to your heart's life. These aren't marketing gimmicks. These are tools backed by clinical studies from respected institutions like Harvard and Cambridge. Tools that many cardiologists quietly use for themselves, and for their parents. So let's take this step together. Imagine giving your heart the support it's been asking for all these years. A stronger heartbeat. A steadier rhythm. Less fatigue. Better sleep. Let's begin, because your heart deserves this. Let's start with vitamin C, the one most of us associate with cold season. But here's what most seniors don't know. Vitamin C acts like a guardian angel for your arteries. Every day, your heart is under attack by harmful molecules called free radicals. These villains inflame your blood vessels and trigger dangerous plaque buildup. But vitamin C swoops in to neutralize them before they can cause lasting damage. In fact, one study out of Harvard found that people with sufficient vitamin C levels were 42% less likely to develop heart disease. Imagine that, a simple vitamin, possibly cutting nearly half your risk. Vitamin C also supports collagen production. Why does that matter? Because collagen keeps your blood vessels strong and flexible, preventing ruptures and high blood pressure. In one study involving over 2,000 older adults, those who took around 1,200 milligrams of slow-release vitamin C daily had noticeably lower blood pressure. Foods like red bell peppers, guava, and acerola are rich sources, but for real cardiac support, you may need to supplement with 800 to 1,500 milligrams daily. Always take it after meals to avoid stomach upset, and always discuss new supplements with your doctor first. But now let's talk about something your heart absolutely cannot live without, coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. This remarkable nutrient is like high-octane fuel for your heart engine, and you burn through a lot of it, especially as you age. After 40, your natural CoQ10 levels start to plummet. By the time you hit 60, your body may be making half of what your heart needs. And if you're taking cholesterol medications like statins, you're probably losing even more. That's one reason why fatigue and muscle pain are common complaints among statin users. But here's the uplifting news. Supplementing with the active form, ubiquinol, can recharge your heart's energy stores. In clinical studies, people with heart failure who took 300 milligrams of ubiquinol daily saw significant improvements in their ability to exercise and breathe comfortably. It's recommended to take between 100 to 300 milligrams daily, always with a fatty meal to boost absorption. Many cardiologists take it themselves and give it to their aging parents. That's how valuable it is. Now, let's move to vitamin E, another antioxidant hero. Think of it as armor for your arteries. Cholesterol becomes dangerous only when it oxidizes. When that happens, it clings to artery walls like rust, clogging the vessels that deliver oxygen to your heart and brain. But vitamin E stops this process in its tracks. It wraps LDL cholesterol in a protective layer, preventing it from turning toxic. In the famous Cambridge heart study, over 2,000 heart patients were given vitamin E. The result? A 77% reduction in non-fatal heart attacks. That's astounding. Vitamin E also helps blood vessels stay elastic, meaning lower blood pressure and better circulation. But to get the full benefit, you need all 8 forms of vitamin E, not just the common alpha tocopherol. Look for mixed tocopherol, or complex vitamin E, supplements, ideally in doses of 200 to 400 IU daily. And remember, take it with a meal that contains fat. Next, let's talk about something many seniors are surprisingly deficient in: magnesium. Known as the relaxation mineral, magnesium helps your heart keep a calm, steady rhythm. Over 80% of older adults are magnesium deficient without realizing it. That deficiency can lead to high blood pressure, arrhythmias, muscle cramps, and even sudden cardiac death. Magnesium acts like a natural calcium blocker. Without it, calcium floods heart cells, causing overstimulation, leading to irregular beats and high tension. But when you restore magnesium, you help your arteries relax, lower your blood pressure, and improve circulation. The best forms for heart health are magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate. They're easy on your stomach and absorb well. Aim for 300 to 600 milligrams per day, ideally at bedtime. It helps you sleep too. Then there's omega-3, often called the good fat. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, are like tiny scrub brushes for your arteries. They reduce inflammation, lower triglycerides, and keep your blood flowing smoothly. In studies involving more than 40,000 people, those who regularly consumed omega-3s lived 2.5 years longer, on average. If you eat cold water fish like salmon or sardines, that's wonderful. But if not, high-quality fish oil supplements are an excellent option. Be sure to choose a product tested for purity. Many cheap brands contain heavy metals or are oxidized. The goal? 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA daily, taken with food. And if you're vegetarian? Algae-based omega-3s are a great alternative. Now let's touch on something often forgotten: vitamin B1, or thiamine. This humble vitamin acts as fuel for your heart. Without it, your heart struggles to convert sugar into energy, leaving you feeling drained and breathless. A deficiency in B1 can even lead to a condition called cardiac beriberi, where the heart weakens and struggles to pump blood. Older adults, especially those on diuretics for blood pressure, are at higher risk for B1 deficiency. But the solution is simple. Clinical research shows that supplementing with 100 mg of B1 daily, specifically the benfotiamine form, which is better absorbed, can significantly improve heart function in just 2 weeks. That's incredible. Add it to your heart health toolbox, especially if you're managing diabetes or chronic fatigue. We've also got vitamin B6, a quiet but critical nutrient. It works hand in hand with other B vitamins to lower homocysteine, a toxic compound that damages arteries and raises your risk of heart attack fourfold. B6 also helps maintain a healthy heart rhythm and supports red blood cell production, key to carrying oxygen efficiently throughout your body. Without enough B6, your heart has to work overtime, and you may feel palpitations, dizziness, or shortness of breath. Aim for 25 to 100 mg daily, but don't exceed the upper limits without supervision, as very high doses over time can cause nerve issues. Always take B6 with other B-complex vitamins for balance. And finally, we reach what I call the heart's dynamic duo, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Taken together, they're nothing short of transformative. Vitamin D3 helps regulate blood pressure and strengthens the immune system. But here's the twist: on its own, D3 increases calcium absorption, which, if left unchecked, can end up in the arteries, not the bones. That's where vitamin K2 steps in. K2 is like traffic control for calcium, guiding it into your bones and teeth where it belongs, and keeping it out of your arteries. In Dutch studies of over 4,000 people, those with high K2 levels had 57% less arterial calcification and 50% lower risk of dying from heart disease. For real impact, aim for 2000 IU of D3 with 100 mcg of K2, in the Mk7 form, each day. Take it with a meal containing fat for best absorption. If you don't eat fermented foods like natto, which naturally contain K2, supplementation becomes even more important. Now, my dear viewer, I want to leave you with this heartfelt thought. Your heart has been working tirelessly since the day you were born. Beating over 100,000 times a day, never asking for a day off. Isn't it time we repaid that devotion? These 8 nutrients, vitamin C, CoQ10, vitamin E, magnesium, omega-3, vitamin B1, vitamin B6, and the powerful duo of vitamin D3 and K2, are not just pills or powders. They are an opportunity. A chance to reclaim energy, calm your heartbeat, reduce risk, and feel more alive again. Even if you start with just 1 or 2, it's a step toward renewal. Of course, always consult your physician before starting any new supplement. Each body is unique, and personalized advice is irreplaceable. But know this, it's never too late to begin. Each heartbeat from this moment forward can be healthier, stronger, more vibrant, if you choose to give your heart what it truly needs. So please, take a deep breath, put your hand over your heart, and thank it. Then make that promise, to nourish it, support it, and protect it. You're not just adding years to your life. You're adding life to your years. If you found this conversation helpful or comforting, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Senior Health Tips channel. Your support helps me continue bringing these messages of hope and healing to others just like you. Until next time, take care of your beautiful heart. It's never too late to begin again.